Opinion: a bold leap forward. India-UK FTA sets new benchmark in global trade relations in a transformative move. Early this May, India and the United Kingdom finalized a landmark and long-anticipated free trade agreement FTA, signaling a major stride towards a more balanced and robust economic relationship. The agreement, long in the making, represents more than a trade pact. It's a blueprint for deeper integration into the global economy, streamlined business operations, and amplified bilateral cooperation. The FTA reflects India's broader strategic ambition to ascend as a 3 trillion economy. It does so by focusing on key reforms such as faster customs processing, reduction in technical trade barriers, and the facilitation of digital and paperless trade deal designed to improve ease of doing business and increase transparency. One of the agreement's most immediate and impactful provisions is the elimination of tariffs. The UK will remove tariffs on 99% of Indian tariff lines, effectively granting nearly all Indian exports duty-free access. This is a game-changer for India's manufacturing-heavy and labor-intensive sectors. India, in turn, has agreed to gradually reduce tariffs on 90% of UK tariff lines, with 85% becoming completely tariff-free within the next decade. Such synchronized liberalization is expected to benefit exporters and consumers alike, reducing costs and increasing the availability of goods in both markets. India will enjoy zero-duty access for its exports to the UK across a range of strategic industrial goods. These include leather, footwear, apparel, gems and jewellery, base metals, machinery, auto components, chemicals, furniture, and sports goods. These sectors, many of which have previously faced tariffs ranging from 4 to 16%, now gain a competitive edge over countries like China, Vietnam, and even Bangladesh, which previously enjoyed duty-free benefits under LDC schemes. Particularly notable is the textile and apparel sector. From a 2023 export base of 1.2 billion comprising 6% of the UK market share, Indian exports in this category are expected to nearly double by 2030, thanks to the cost competitiveness delivered by the tariff removals. Similarly, India's leather and footwear sectors now bypass the existing barriers to entry, granting them significant pricing and volume advantages in a critical consumer market. While the focus has been on India's gains, the UK is not left behind. It secures reductions in steep Indian tariffs on iconic exports such as whiskey and gin, which once stood at 150% and will now fall to 75%, eventually reaching 40% over 10 years. Automotive tariffs will see a dramatic drop from over 100% to just 10%, albeit under a quota system. Additionally, UK exporters in sectors such as cosmetics, aerospace, lamb, and medical devices stand to benefit from a more favourable Indian trade regime. This is particularly significant for post-Brexit Britain, as it seeks to diversify its export markets and secure long-term trade partners. The agreement's ambitions stretch well beyond goods. The FTA provides unprecedented access to India's fast-growing services sector for British IT, financial services, education, and professional services firms. In return, Indian service providers benefit from a much smoother pathway to operate in the UK market. Crucially, the FTA includes measures to ease professional mobility. Indian professionals such as contractual service providers, business visitors, intracorporate transferees, and even independent professionals like yoga instructors, musicians, and chefs will face fewer hurdles. This is a direct enabler for skill and knowledge transfer and a testament to the deepening of people-to-people ties between the two nations. A particularly significant element is the 3-year exemption for Indian professionals working temporarily in the UK from paying UK social security contributions. This measure will save around 20% of salaries, translating into substantial financial relief for Indian workers and reduced costs for Indian companies sending employees abroad. This not only boosts competitiveness but also strengthens India's position as a hub for global talent. For Indian service providers, particularly in IT and consulting, this change will lead to enhanced margins and more efficient workforce deployment. The FTA is projected to double bilateral trade from the current 60 billion to 120 billion by 2030. For India, which has a young workforce with nearly 55–60% of its population under the age of 35, this deal presents an unparalleled opportunity for job creation. Exported growth in labor-intensive sectors will directly generate employment. Simultaneously, increased UK investments will drive job creation in high-skill sectors like technology, research, and finance. The UK estimates suggest an annual boost of 4.8 billion to its economy and a 2.2 billion rise in wages. For India, while exact figures are yet to be revealed, the implications are equally transformative. This FTA isn't just about trade, it's a strong magnet for foreign investment. The streamlined regulatory practices, reduced red tape, and increased transparency will improve investor confidence. For UK businesses, India has become a more predictable, accessible, and profitable market. The deal is also a vote of confidence in India's ability to negotiate and uphold complex trade arrangements, reinforcing its credibility on the global stage. It sets a strategic precedent for India's ongoing negotiations with the EU and the US, providing a tested template for further engagement. India has skillfully balanced openness with protection. Sensitive agricultural products like dairy, apples, and cheese remain outside the agreement. Likewise, critical sectors such as plastics, smartphones, and diamonds are shielded from rapid tariff reductions, safeguarding domestic interests while allowing phased liberalization in other areas. The agreement is a significant step in integrating Indian businesses into global value chains. By enabling easier access to advanced UK technologies and inputs, Indian manufacturers can enhance product quality and competitiveness. The seamless supply of components and services will empower Indian firms to act as reliable nodes in international production networks. In today's unpredictable geopolitical environment, the FTA's importance extends beyond economics. It reinforces the India-UK strategic alliance and offers the UK a stronger foothold in the Indo-Pacific, an increasingly vital region for global trade. By partnering with India, the UK diversifies its supply chains and reduces overdependence on singular markets like China. This move brings a pragmatic balance to its global trade policy and strengthens its Indo-Pacific outreach. The India-UK Free Trade Agreement is a bold declaration of intent, a commitment to shared prosperity, deeper cooperation, and a future-oriented trade relationship. With lower tariffs, liberalist services, professional mobility, and robust investment mechanisms, this FTA is a keystone in India's rise as a global economic powerhouse. It provides Indian exporters with unprecedented access to a mature market, attracts high-value UK investments, and strengthens strategic bilateral ties. It also reflects a mutual understanding of the shifting global order, where old trade hierarchies are being replaced by balanced partnerships. Swipe left for next video. This deal is not just about numbers or tariff lines, it is about trust, potential, and the kind of economic diplomacy that defines the 21st century. As India gears up for similar engagements with the EU and the USA, the India-UK FTA stands tall as a shining example of what thoughtful, equitable, and ambitious trade relations can achieve. Nan the writer is a technocrat, political analyst, and author. He pens national, geopolitical, and social issues. His social media handle is Prasenjitunth. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect NEWS18's views. Latest blogs.